What's good, y'all? We got another reaction for Sam Sulek versus Larry Wheels. Great. Dude said got these videos popping, man. So I think this one right here will be a very good video because they kind of both have similar physique and strength that I noticed. In my opinion, some people got different opinions of certain situations, how things are. But let's get it started, y'all. That's enough of me rambling now. Let's get it.
Larry Wheels' attempt to turn pro to Sam Sulek, head to head.
Like, look at that. That right here, that is right here, will be a good matchup. Look at the difference. But you could tell that Larry Wheels have a little bit more experience. Look how he looks. This is his first show, so you could tell the difference of how years of working out and stuff has difference on the years. We have shorter years. So you can tell Larry Wheels worked out longer. Like, look at his leg development, his arm development, chest development, stuff like that. So I like that.
Head. Which physique is better? I can't.
Like, look at that. His back his lats are a little bit bigger and stuff like that. His arms are developed a little different. But Sam Sulek looks really good, too, on that stage. So I love it.
Think of a closer comparison this. Last year, Larry tried to turn pro by competing not once, but twice in a span of 2 weeks. Same as Sam Sulek. Larry at the Amateur Olympia and Sam Sulek at the Amateur Arnold's. Larry, he's at the top of the weight class. He barely scraped in. He's 6'1", weighed in 231 pounds. Sam Sulek, 5'11", 216 pounds.
Wait, I'm the same height as Sam Sulek? Oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm like his height. That's kind of dope. Oh, my bad.
Both at the limit and both shredded. Now remember, Larry Wheels, he has an advantage. He's literally black. What did he say?
Whoa. Whoa. I'm going to tell y'all something. We do not have special genetics. We don't. A lot of people think that, but we do not have special enhancements or whatever. We don't. I wish. That'd be kind of cool. That we all have our own special things and abilities. That'd be kind of dope. But we don't. We are all human. We all bleed the same and everything. That's
Another
cool.
advantage,
That's kind of funny.
He's 6'1". He's in fact 2 inches taller, and he has previous experience. Larry Wheel, in his very first competition, would get his ass handed to him by Sam Sulek. Sam Sulek.
Oh yeah, he definitely would have. Look, he wasn't as cut, as lean. Yeah, I could tell. I can see now. You can really see his leg development. You can see his lats, his arm and veins and stuff, but you don't see the chest. You don't see much of the core. You see a lot of it though, but you don't see a lot of like the development and stuff for it.
Is only 23. Larry, much older. Let's see. Who would you have your money on? Larry Wheels versus Sam Sulek. They've both weighed in. And both of these guys, they give us the quick reveal. How do they look after weighing in? And so let's compare the quad stump. Sam Sulek versus Larry Wheels. Boom!
Wow. Look at the development. Okay, Sammy. I should have called him that, but okay, Sammy. I'm gonna call you that now. Okay, Sammy.
At Sam, the day before the competition,
That's
Sam
cool.
has incredible striations top to bottom. Larry Wheels, well, he pales in comparison to Sam.
Look at Larry
But
Lair.
Larry Wheels reveals the glutes. He has more,
Larry Lair.
more striations in the glutes. And so heading into the day of competition, I'm giving the edge to Sam. But remember, a lot of things can happen overnight. Sam, he can in fact get the proper tan.
Look at Mike upset.
Standing relaxed. What I can see is, in comparison to Sam Sulek, Larry Wheels clearly has the wider shoulders
Yep.
and the smaller waist. If you're comparing
I was right. Look at his lats though. He's huge.
tapers, you're going to see Larry Wheels has the advantage. Look how wide his lats are. But in comparison, notice the size or lack thereof of Larry Wheels, his legs. Now, Larry is getting the most out of his legs. He's pointing his toes out to make his legs appear wider. It's allowing the inner thigh to poke through. And so if I stand like this versus like that.
Oh, I never noticed that. I never thought of that.
Look how much bigger my leg gets.
Oh my God!
Sam, he's posing to the best of his abilities. You can see if you compare the left to the right, his legs are not the same size. Sam Sulek,
Oh, you see the difference? I never even noticed that.
he has bigger quads and more striations. And so based on this pose alone, I'm in favor of Larry Wheels. Now, if you deduct more points for Larry for the asymmetry of the top to lower half, you may in fact have Sam Sulek in first place. Remember, judging is subjective. We don't all have to see eye to eye. Front double bicep. What an excellent job by Larry Wheels. Look how full and defined are the biceps, the width of the lats, the smallness of the waist, and he's hitting the vacuum. Remember when his legs look so small while standing relaxed? Well, he's making it look that much bigger. He's got his right foot out.
So it's crazy how certain positions you can make your leg or whatever look bigger by turning it a little bit. I never even thought of that. I was thinking my legs were small. My legs are not small at all. It's all about the positioning of your body.
In front, he's poised.
Hey, if you live in one of these cities right here, why don't you own an apartment building? Seriously,
stop adding me up, man.
Putting his toes out, and he's able to show and display everything. Not just the quads, but also the sartorius. And so, in my opinion, Larry looks better right now on stage than he did at the weigh-ins. Probably carved up effectively, and although he is in fact black, he has an even better tan. And Sam Sulek...
Oh, that's the advantage. So we get a better tan? I feel we don't, because I get really, really black. I get dark. Like, I mean, I get dark. I don't really get... My tan on my chest and everything looks really good. Legs. But I don't know. I feel like I look really black.
Also has amazing biceps, perhaps even better than Larry Wheels. Remember, Larry injured one of his biceps while doing strongman competitions. Sam displays an excellent vacuum, perhaps even deeper than Larry Wheels. And although I think Sam's legs are bigger, he's not showing as much definition. Sam, the day before, his legs were peeled. But in this pose, he's not showing the judges the definition that he in fact has. And remember, they can't judge on what they know you have. They can only judge based on what they see. And so depending if you deduct enough points from Larry Wheels for having smaller legs than his upper body.
I like that. I like that. But yeah, you can tell he has smaller legs. But the detail is crazy too. Both of them. But it's crazy. So if he was displaying his legs, his physique and poses will look so much better. Huh. I'm learning so much about this little stuff from him. Because he said he used to be a judge too. So that's kind of cool.
You may in fact give this one to Sam Sulek, or you give it to Larry Wheels. Myself, I'm favoring Larry Wheels. Next, also being judged, the quarter turns. And so Larry Wheels on his quarter turn, excellent chest, delts, the arms are there. The obliques, you can see some of the definition, but not a lot. It's not all that shredded. And his legs, they do appear to be lacking. And so what you need to know is some judges penalize that more heavily than others. Not all judges are looking for the same thing. Some people feel in classic physique they should have smaller legs. After all, let's look at Arnold. Was Arnold known for his amazing, crazy, shredded quads or the full chest and the biceps? And so Sam Sulek, in comparison, also amazing chest, shoulders, arms, everything.
Obliques, though.
And what really stands out, I'm sure you see it, it's his obliques. Look how shredded his midsection is. It's so tight, his waist looks minuscule. And he does seem to have very lean legs when posing from the side and a little bit more size. And so in the quarter turn, I gotta give it to Sam, and not by a little bit. I do believe he beats him by a lot. Oftentimes people say, well, just count the poses. If they win 3 out of 5, then they win. Well, what if they were almost a tie in all of the poses, but one pose, they embarrass the opposition? You could say, wow, you only won 1 out of 4 poses, but you still win because that guy was so lacking in one area that the other guy wins. So remember, it's not just how many poses, it's how much do you win it by. And standing relaxed from the rear. I mean, look at Larry Wheels' back. The width of the shoulders, the smallness of the waist, the amount of muscle he has. Larry looks like an IFBB pro. I'm telling you, in this...
Okay, Larry? Okay, Larry? Oh, yo, his legs. Because of positioning. That's crazy.
Right now, not many IFBB pros could beat this. His hamstrings, although not as massive as they could be, there's very good definition. The calves, they're a little bit small, but let's be honest, the calves, they don't count it all that much. In comparison, Sam doesn't have this kind of back. Sam is weak in the back in comparison to Larry. Now, Sam has the shreds and the hamstrings, he's got the thickness and so on, but overall, I'm giving it to Larry. And to no surprise, look at Larry's back double bicep. I mean...
Oh, okay, Larry. Yo, that's dope. Look at that. I'm all excited. As I know, I'm happy about fitness. I'm really having fun doing this.
If that doesn't scream IFBB Pro
Yo,
to
look
you,
at
then
that,
what
though.
does? And so
Where the
in
arrow is.
comparison, Sam Sulek has his work cut out for him. His back is not nearly as developed as this. He doesn't have the width. And although
lower
he
back
does
dope,
have
though.
the legs, it's not enough. Again, pose is going to Larry. Next up, the side chest.
Okay.
Larry Wheels, he looks great. We're looking at his lower half. The calves could, in fact, be better. The hamstrings, perhaps not as thick, but look at the detail in the glutes. Larry Wheels is shredded. He's looking amazing. He has great looking arms, the shoulders, the chest, striations everywhere. The only weakness I see on Larry in this pose is a slightly distended stomach. I don't see the striations, the detail on the obliques I'd like to see, and he could be sucking in his waist. In comparison, Sam, any pose from the side, he looks exquisite. And why exactly is that? I'll tell you why. It's because of his obliques. You can see every fiber, the density, the detail. It looks fantastic. Also, from the side, Sam's legs, they look shredded. He's doing amazing. And the size and fullness of the upper body, well, I'm giving this one to Sam. If I were coaching Sam, I would be saying, Sam, hit more shots to the side. When you do a side chest, follow that up with a side tricep, anything to the side. Show the audience the obliques, the definition, and really wow them. When he turns to the rear, he has the striations in the lower back, the Christmas tree, if you will. But when he actually hits the pose, it's not as impressive. Show them your strengths and cover up your weaknesses. Next up, the thigh and abdominals, or...
So that's all it's about, basically. Covering up your weaknesses to show all your strengths to make the pose look even better. For the judges to see what you have that's better on you than what you don't have. Okay. That makes no sense what I just said. So it's better to hide your weaknesses to the judges so the judges see all your strengths. There we go. My bad. It took me a minute.
fact, the vacuum pose. Now, and so when Larry Wheels hits the vacuum pose as well as the abdominals, you can see the abs, they look all right. The vacuum's not bad. But Sam does appear to have larger quads. He's perhaps not flexing them quite as well, and so he may in fact improve on that. But he appears to have a better vacuum. Sam, I do believe, has better abs, a better vacuum than Larry Wheels. And although Larry Wheels is wider in this pose with arms behind their head, I do seem to like his biceps a little bit more. Sam has more thickness in the calves, more density in the quads, perhaps not showing the feathering, which he could be showing. But overall, I'm still going to have to give this pose to Sam. Larry Wheels' favorite classic pose, hands overhead, the bicep pose. I don't know if this is his best pose. The bicep peak he's displaying, it is in fact slightly injured.
I did last
but he is hitting it very well. He's getting the most out of his legs. He does have a decent vacuum, and you can see the width of the shoulders and the fullness of the lats. Sam Sulek, on the other hand, his arm, it reminds me of Arnold. Much fuller, much bigger, and bro is detailed, etched in stone, pulls off a great looking vacuum, and his legs have that density, the thickness. And so in this pose, I still gonna have to give it to Sam. And so depending on how many poses you want to count for this, I counted about 8. I overall have about 5 for Larry and about 3 for Sam. But remember, it's not just how many poses does one guy win over another. What I generally look for is conditioning, size, and shape. And
did that.
In this case, I'm giving the conditioning to Sam. Sam just appears drier. Now remember, they're not standing on the same exact stage, and so the camera angles, the lighting, and so on, it does in fact play a factor. But overall, as I see it, Sam has better balance from top to bottom, but Larry Wheels has more width. The shoulder width, the X-frame, if you will. And so although Seb may in fact be a little bit leaner, Larry was able to get more out of his physique than Sam. And so that they were competing on the same day looking exactly as this, I do believe that Larry Wheels would edge out Sam. Well, you might be thinking, well, how could Sam Sulek have any possibility of getting a pro card? Larry Wheels never got a pro card. Larry Wheels got second, was edged out. Little bit better, and Larry would have won. And based on what I saw, I felt that Larry deserved the pro card, and the guy that won, well, I felt that Larry actually beat him. The guy who won was a little sus. I was looking at his shoulders, and I could see some things that you shouldn't see unless you're injecting something into them. It didn't look normal, and Larry Wheels from the front, yeah, I'll give it to the other guy. But from the rear, Larry Wheels beat him by so much, in particular the back double bicep, the standing relaxed pose, that I gave it to Larry. Not all judges see it the same way. If I were judging at that show, Larry right now would be an IBB pro. But remember, that's why they have several different judges on a judging panel. And so what I'm saying is that Larry Wheels, who I feel deserves to be an IBB pro, likely would be an IBB pro if he competed again. I think that he's slightly better than Sam Sulek. And so Sam Sulek, he's close. If Sam Sulek can properly display the quads and get those crazy striations that we know he has, and change suits so that he can show off the glutes. If Sam has striated glutes, imagine how much it's going to be in his favor. And so if he can make those changes and compete at the Arnold Amateurs looking better than last time, he may in fact be your next IFBB pro. And don't forget Sam as well as Larry Wheels and the rest of you. If you're looking to stay natural or improve your physique just a little bit more, consider using the T-plug stack. That's Turk Max as well as Geo2 Max. We'll be selling the T-plug stack on the website as I have many of these personal bottles left for myself. Remember, I was scared that I wouldn't be able to get any more, and so I hoarded these all for myself. I thought, if I can't smuggle in more turkesterone from Uzbekistan, then I want to have it for years. And so now that I've procured these bad boys, the brand new Turk Max, I'm going to...
Okay. All right, y'all, we're going to end this episode here. We leave this right here for him because so I can react to it. But I want to thank you guys for tuning on in. It was kind of cool seeing the difference from experience and years from experience. You can see the difference in like Larry Wheels, the Sam Sulek, graduating to Sam Sulek winning that show there. So that's kind of cool. So it's kind of cool to see. You could tell by the longevity by some people that they worked out a little bit longer, how their body looked more developed and bigger than the ones that haven't really worked out that long yet. So it's kind of cool, but you can see the difference of how lean they are and stuff like that too. So it's got pros and cons to everything. So it's kind of cool. So it looked like, in my opinion, it looked like the one with the most experience has a little bit of a way to win a little bit more because they know about the poses more. They know about what they have to do to get to a certain position a lot better and look. But the ones that just started can have so much more longevity than them. They have more years and they can catch up and they can do better and they can probably surpass them. So it's kind of cool hearing that too. Well, please like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys are new and we're out.